Hi students, as we have started lecture series on design of steel and RCC structure, and in today's lecture we will revise in short about what we learned in previous lecture, and further we will cover advantages and disadvantages of steel as a structural material, making of steel, and some of the properties of steel as a construction material. So first of all, in previous lecture we have covered definition of steel structure, or what are the steel structures, how they are going to construct, and which are the different types of steel structures are in use in day-to-day life. In that we have discussed about overhead water storage tanks, roof trusses, suspension bridges, frame buildings, etc., and their functions. So as a construction material, steel has number of advantages. Some of them are its durability, ductility, strength in tension as well as yielding, etc. The main advantage of using steel as a construction material is its high strength. That is, strength of steel is higher as compared to concrete, or steel have high compressive as well as tensile strength per unit its weight. Hence, for the low weight of construction, it gives high strength, and also it saves the place required for the construction of the steel structure. Steel as a construction material, if we use it, then such steel structures also gives a good static view as well as architectural view, as we can mold steel in any shape. We can fabricate steel on the workshops, and then we can fit it on our construction site as per our requirement. Steel also have good quality and durability as compared to RCC as a construction material. As compared to RCC structure, if we use steel structure, it can be constructed speedily within short time, or time required for the construction is less as compared to RCC. Hence it gives very high speed of construction, or within required time of construction we can finish the work of our required steel structure site. Also, we can use steel after its lifespan has been over, or after its demolition. We can use steel as a raw material which gives very high scrap value as compared to RCC. In case of RCC, if it ends its lifespan, or if we demolish RCC structure, that mud we cannot use as a construction material again, as in case of steel. Again, steel is an environment friendly construction material. Along with number of advantages, steel has some of the disadvantages also. The main disadvantage occurs when steel loses its ductility property. It reduces its strength, and there will be loss of structure in the form of collapse, as we have observed in day-to-day life. When steel fails, it will yield before its collapse. As ductility property loses, the yielding will convert into collapse of the structure. These are the some of the important disadvantages of steel, that is, it has high cost of maintenance as well as capital amount required for the steel structural construction is very high. Again, it requires some arrangement for the fire resistance of the structure, or steel only is a low fire resistance as compared to RCC. And when we construct steel structure near the sea coast or for the severe exposure, then it will get corroded, and to reduce this corrosion of the steel we have to go for some extra procedures, that is in the form of painting, coating, etc., to make the steel corrosion resistant. After knowing the advantages and disadvantages of steel structure, we have to know about how steel is going to make. What is steel? First point, we can say that it is an alloy of iron and carbon which belongs to iron carbon system, and this iron carbon system have a unique property of allowing several elements present in the periodic table, means elements like cobalt, nickel, chromium, tungsten, etc., can be merged and soluble by this iron carbon system, and which results in impart all together to get different properties of steel. Now, for making steel, first iron is extracted from iron ores like hematite, limestone, magnetite, and some sulfur contained in the furnace or blast furnace at the temperature of 1650 degrees centigrade. After this, oxygen is being passed to this molten iron to remove carbon and impurities present in the iron ore to make steel. We may add manganese to strengthen the steel. As we have just discussed, due to the iron carbon system, its big property is that it can merge different types of or different elements in it and give some special properties. For this purpose, by adding chrome, nickel, phosphorus, we can impart special properties in the steel. Now this semi-finished product can be hot rolled in different sections by means of machines. After this, we can add some carbon to increase the tensile strength and hardness, but high carbon percentage lowers the ductility and toughness of the steel as a construction material. So that in buildings we use structural steel which has low carbon, which have its less percentage, that is up to 0.1%, to have high ductility and yield property. Now there are some of the special properties can be observed in the steel after making or after adding different elements. Based on these properties and strength in tension as well as yielding strength, the steel has been classified into different types. Now these properties are generally categorized in mainly two parts, that is physical properties and mechanical properties. As per IS 800/2007, physical properties are summarized as its density is measured as 7850 kg per meter cube, that is 78.5 kilonewton per meter cube. And the elastic property of steel, that is modulus of elasticity, has been observed that 2 into 10 raised to 5 MPa, and the Poisson's ratio for steel is generally taken as 0.3. Again, there are some of the mechanical properties such as ductility, durability, strength, that is tensile strength, compressive strength, hardness, etc. Based on these mechanical properties, structural steel can be divided into these two types, that is standard structural steel and high tensile structural steel. Generally, for the construction of steel structure, we use standard structural steel of grade A, that is Fe410 A grade, where Fe denotes for the Latin name of iron, that is ferrium. 410 indicates its ultimate tensile strength. A is the grade and W is used for weldable property. Let's have a discussion on some of the important mechanical properties of steel. In that, ductility is the very important property, which means that it's the ability of material to change its shape without fracture. Mild steel has very high ductility due to the less percentage of carbon present in it as compared to high carbon steel. Toughness is also an important mechanical property which plays an important role in the steel structures. It is nothing but the ability of material to resist or absorb impact loads. As we know, at low temperature, steel fails on impact loading. Due to this, there will be reduction in ductility and toughness. And such failure is termed as brittle failure. In structural steel, temperature also have a part in its strength. As temperature increases, the strength of the steel reduces. For the structural purpose, steel should be in some moderate temperature. Now, corrosion may occur on the structural steels when it is constructed in the moist air or near the seawater or in the acid area or for the chemical industries. So, avoid corrosion of the steel, we have to adopt painting, metallic coating, plastic coating, etc. By adopting such techniques, we can make steel corrosion resistant. So, corrosion also have an important role in the properties of the steel. After corrosion, hardness makes and plays a very vital role in the strength of the structural steel. For measuring hardness, generally we use Brinell Rockwell hardness testing machine, and it is measured in the numbers of Brinell or Rockwell hardness number. It can be defined as the resistance of the material to intentions and scratching. The structures such as bridges, crane girders, which are subjected to moving loads and vibrations, can be subjected to fatigue. Fatigue is nothing but strength against damage of material due to the cycling loading. So, these are the some of the mechanical properties of steel which are important in the strength of the structural steel or steel structures. So, based on these 2 points, that is advantages, disadvantages and making process of the steel and the mechanical properties or properties of the steel, in examination it may ask some questions. So, these are the some of the expected questions which may ask, that is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of steel structures? State and explain the properties of steel as a construction material and give the write the types and grades of steel. Hope you guys understood these points and can answer these questions. So in next lecture, we will cover different types of steel sections, types of loadings coming on the steel structure, and methods of design for the steel structures. Thank you.